Welcome back, everyone, to surely your favorite game show in the entire world, Sid or Sid. We are all back here again to determine which Sid is meant to play yet another game for you all. And this time around, the game in question is Resident Evil Zero. I can confidently say that every member of Sid has a connection to the Resident Evil series. All of us have played at least one, if not several, of the games. You all have seen me play a couple, in fact. But enough about that. Let's see who the lucky contestants this time around are. It seems to my right, we have Blue Sid returning once again. The Resident Evil series is quite popular for puzzles and planning, so I expected no less than to see him back once more. Anything you'd like to say to begin? Nothing much. As you said, puzzles are the name of the game, and who could be more fitting? That is quite an argument, but that would definitely be the person on my left. Our second contestant today is Purple Sid. Scariness, goriness, however you'd like to say it, Resident Evil games are known for being quite horrific, and filled with tons of scares and zombies. Do you have anything you'd like to say in your favor, Purple Sid? Why are we even here? There should not have to be a competition for us all to know that I deserve to play any of these games in the franchise over all of you. I still don't forgive you for stealing Village from me. I'm sorry, Purple Sid, but as far as I'm concerned, you both qualify for this game equally. Plus, you both volunteered for playing it, so we have to. I don't really care what you think. If this fiasco is really necessary, then let's just get on with it. Alrighty then, I suppose we will get on with it. This time around, I've decided our usual first round of explanation as to why the contestants believe they should play the game will actually be moved to the third round. So, for the first round, we will start with multiple choice trivia questions. With that out of our way, let's begin the first round. As before, in this round, I will present each contestant with one multiple choice trivia question related to the contested series. In this case, Resident Evil. And this trivia question can be about really anything in the series. It could be about Resident Evil Zero, Resident Evil Village, or even a Resident Evil movie. Who knows? And as a returning contestant, Blue Sid will go first. Now, as for the game of Resident Evil Zero, I believe all of us don't have a ton of experience with it. So, with that, I felt like making this first question a bit simple. I thought you knew better than to go easy on me, Red Sid. So, Blue Sid, which of these characters is playable in Resident Evil Zero? A. Chris Redfield. B. Rebecca Chambers. C. Albert Wesker. D. Sherry Birkin. Alright, Red Sid, really? In a series where you know we all have quite good knowledge about it, you give me such an easy question. I can't tell if you're being nice or insulting. Let's start off with the easy parts. Really? Sherry? I believe Sherry is like 5 years old at this point or something. So, definitely not her. And Chris and Wesker are automatically taken out because Resident Evil 1 takes place around the exact same time as Resident Evil 0. So they're both already busy. And if that wasn't already obvious enough, I already knew Rebecca is playable in this beforehand. So my answer is B, Rebecca Chambers. Alright, let's look at the board to see if that is indeed the correct answer. And it seems that it is the correct answer. Great deduction skills, Blue Sid. Even if you did already know the correct answer. You'll need to step up your game a little more if you're playing to trick me. I'm a little insulted you thought such an easy question could slip me up. Don't worry, Blue Sid, the competition isn't over yet. But with that, Blue Sid is awarded 1 point for the correct answer. So, let's move on to Purple Sid's question. Just get on with it. Will do. Anyways, Through the Resident Evil games, we have been introduced to several different viruses. Some have wacky exotic names, and others are just presented with a letter and then a virus. Your point? What was the new virus that was newly created and highly talked about in Resident Evil 6? It's a C virus. I haven't even given you your options yet, Purple Sid. Well, I'm right, though. Ugh. Your options are A. Las Plagas, B. G virus, C. The mold, or D. C virus. As I already said, C virus. Move on. Board. Ooh, Purple Sid was right. Let's move on to round 2. Alright, with everything tied up, it's still anyone's game. For round 2, we will have our quote-related questions. Each of the contestants will be given one quote-based question related to the series. It will be up to the contestants alone to figure out who said these quotes. Let's begin. Lucid, I will begin with your quote. Ready when you are. Your quote is, "Well, isn't this one big family reunion?" Not exactly sure if you did this on purpose or not, but you just happened to pick a quote from my favorite game in the series, Resident Evil 5. With that, I know exactly who said this quote, but even so, I'm not sure if this quote would even make sense in any other games or not. It could just happen to be in one of the movies or something, but I'm betting not. Albert Wesker said this line. Okay, let's see the board for what the correct answer is. Albert Wesker is the correct answer. To be fair, I was not aware number 5 was your favorite. I knew you liked it, but I didn't think it was your favorite. I do appreciate the reasoning once more, though. And actually, this quote was said in one of the movies as well, Resident Evil Afterlife. It was still Wesker who said it, though, so you do get the point either way. Okay, I did not know that. But the only other game I could have seen this making sense with would be Resident Evil 6, because that's the only other game I know where we have so many returning characters. But then, who would have said it? It was very much a Wesker thing to say. Well, great job on securing that point, Blue Sid. With that, we'll move on to Purple Sid's quote. I'm ready. Here is your quote. Have you looked inside one of these? It's the Plaga. Who? Ada Wong. Are you cheating or something? No, Blue Sid. It's called being the best fan of the series. You should try it sometime. I think I've more than proved that I'm alright. Let's just look at the board. It looks like Purple Sid is indeed correct. Ada Wong said this quote in the Resident Evil Damnation movie. Well done, as always. Alright. Everything is still tied up now as we move into round 3. With the scores being even, this round will be the ultimate decider of who will be playing Resident Evil 0 on the channel. As a reminder, in this round, each contestant will give their best explanations as to why they are the best Sid to play this specific game. The winner of said argument will be settled by me. So, the contestants must do their best to convince me who deserves this honor most. Here we go. Blue Sid, why should you be the one to play Resident Evil 0? I feel like you have to be very good at problem solving to play this game. The very first Resident Evil games are known to be very, very puzzle heavy and can stump people very easily. Horror is the aesthetic of the game, but I feel like you really need problem solving skills, like myself, to continue in a game that has such high difficulty. I've personally never played this game specifically, but I've heard Green Sid talk a lot about how difficult Resident Evil 0 and 1 are. I can see Purple Sid being very good for this game attitude and aesthetic-wise, but I don't think he'll be able to do it without making the gameplay boring by getting stuck on all the sections. Very good points. With that said, let's move on to Purple Sid. Purple Sid, why should you play Resident Evil 0? I have more than shown that I am the best fan compared to all of us. Plus, Blue Sid would probably be too scared to do anything anyways. And if you rip me away from my most beloved video game series and give it to someone else, just remember, I know where you sleep. Okay, I think we'll move to the final results then. Just to recap, both players are tied 2-2 right now. So this final point will decide who is the winner. Both of you gave quite compelling arguments. But now we must find out who will be playing Resident Evil 0 for the channel. Oh, Purple Sid seems to be the winner. Yay! I call a recount. Death threats are not fair. Well, look who beat who at the logic game. I think that proves who truly deserves to play this amazing game. I don't think any further explanation is needed from me. Let me know who you all believe should have won down in the comments. And just remember, Purple Sid doesn't know where you sleep. And that Purple Sid does have a knife collection. So, thank you all for watching this episode of Sid or Sid, and look forward to Purple Sid playing Resident Evil 0. I will now leave before Purple Sid gives me any more of a headache. And also, I see that Green Sid has decided to go live and did not clear with anyone, so I will need to go talk to him about that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see ya on the next one. See ya!